Hey guys, how's it going? It's kind of early in the morning here. I haven't actually even finished my coffee yet. Uh, but I've got something real special here, and I wanted to give a live unboxing and review of it while it's still fresh. Now, I've got this box right here. Just popped the top on it, haven't taken anything else off. Um, and it is freshly arrived from Korea. Now, this is the Viper Studios White Pilgrim figure with a 6 scale Hanoverian horse to accompany him. And I don't know if you know the story about this figure or know exactly what it is, but I'm going to share that with you because this is a personal grail of mine. And I can't wait to open this bad boy up. So I'm going to start taking some of the bubble wrap off and removing some of the newspaper. It's packed up really well. Oh, okay, here's the first piece to kind of fall out of the box there, and this is really nice. There's a name placard for the actor who plays the character. Now, I am a huge fan of Ace Muse Toys and their licensed Lord of the Rings products. This figure is a high-end custom unlicensed piece, and I know there is a lot of bad blood between Ace Muse Toys and the Viper Studios. There was some drama between the two, and that's really too bad that things went south. But when one company is making licensed pieces and the other company is not, I mean, it's bound to happen if someone feels like they're infringing on their intellectual property. I did want to preface this all by saying that I owned the original Gandalf the White from Ace Muse Toys, which I sold to Zachary Guevara from Collecting Weekly a long time ago, and I will still, regardless of how I feel about this piece, still be purchasing Ace Muse's updated Gandalf the White whenever they get around to doing that. Alright, here is the Hanoverian horse. Now, this is meant to be Shadowfax, or that's how I'm going to use him in display, obviously. That's what he's here for. That looks really good. Now, sadly, those ears popped off, but they popped off cleanly. So I'm really not too worried about that. I'll be able to stick these guys back on without any real issue. And this was really sort of a bonus that was just thrown in there. I'm not super concerned about it because that's not the meat of this. In fact, for the price that I got all of this at, the horse is kind of a freebie, throw-in. So, really, that does not bother me. It's a background piece. It's something that I'll use for maybe a couple of pictures. So, yep, really not too bugged. Now, if this is mussed up at all, whew, well, then I'm gonna be bugged. But it comes. This is great. I gotta show off the box. Because yes, they made this awesome art box with a class seal. Can I not get a focus going on today? What the heck? Come on now. There. This is the box that Gandalf the White comes in. There we go. Oh, it just feels really good to even open it up, open up that clasp. There we go. Let's reposition it. And I have a very small light box, so I normally don't open up boxes inside of it, but yep. Oh, this one I just had to. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna set my phone down and take this box out of the light box and get all the pieces just set up for us. so we can see what this guy comes with. Okay, so without further ado, let's take Gandalf out. My gosh, that is just incredible, and I'm going to need to reposition my camera just a smidge there so that we can get... Okay, now I was showing my brother-in-law. I was just on vacation, and I was showing my brother-in-law pictures of this, and he said, "Why are you showing me pictures of Ian McKellen?" Like, yes, yeah, he was Gandalf. He was Lord of the Rings. He did great in his role, but then I told him, no, this isn't Ian McKellen. This is a 6-scale figure. This is the echelon of the art form. I mean, holy cow, that is perfect. I'm blown away. And this is also the first, I know that it's been done by a few people in the industry. This is my first rooted beard figure. So yeah, I'll toy around with the hair and all that in a second. But first, I gotta get our white wizard out. It does not look like he comes with a display base, which is fine because I actually have anticipated that. And I have this extra crotch grabber right here that I'll be sticking him up on. We have, there's his sword, Glamdring. Now, I actually, when I got married, took my vows on a replica of Glamdring. So the character of Gandalf, and this sword in particular, is very near and dear to my heart. Let's take that out. Beautiful. Amazing. This is hard metal. Incredible craftsmanship. There is an inscription running along the inside of the blade. I don't think my camera is going to pick up on that, nor will I be able to arrange the lighting properly to do so, but I'm going to try. That's as close as it's going to get, if you can make that out. The inscription's there in 1/6 scale. That's that is absolutely amazing. I honestly did not know or expect that to be there. Let's slide this into his sword belt. Now, Gandalf the White, and Gandalf in general, uses one of those super complex sword belts, and luckily it looks like it's already been taken care of for me for the most part. Wow, that cape drape's nice. Cannot stress enough. So I'm going to loop that through here, I think, and pull that up to there. This is going to come around in the middle. Now, you know what? I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'll mess with that when I get this guy all the way on display. We've got some more things to look at, and I'll probably be here for about 10 minutes or so, just mussing with that complex sword belt, because, you know, that's how Gandalf wore it. All right, let's do the boring stuff. The hands. And these all are pretty standard, you know, the same type of hands you'll get in any Hot Toys, but they do look nice. There's a fist. Gandalf didn't do a lot of punching, so I'm not too concerned with that. 2 relaxed hands. Another relaxed hand, which is a little more clenched. Sort of an outwards gripping hand. We've seen that before. We've got trigger finger. Another fist. Thank you. and another relaxed hand. And wearing right now his gripping hands, which is what I will have him using, because he will have a hand on his sword and a hand on his staff. Now, speaking of the staff, let's get that out. There we go. That's the meat of Gandalf right there. This is an essential accessory, and it looks really good. What is it made out of? It feels like some type of high-quality resin. It's strong. It's a little bit flexible. Now, this isn't a figure that I'll be throwing into a backpack to take pictures of for my Instagram when I go on hikes, but I do think either way that this would survive the trip. It would hold up. Intricate pattern up there. There we go. That's going to look good. Let's slide that into his right hand. There. Okay, come on. Okay, pull that back. So now we've got his sword, his staff. That should really be it, right? But, well, no. Because these guys included one more little teeny tiny thing, and that is his pipe. So maybe I'll display him holding that pipe. This pipe is a very hard piece, and it feels very fragile. If I drop this, this will break. The details that they've gotten on there, see if I can get close up on that, are very nice. There's striping in the wood. Focus, come on now. Yep, there. There's some striping in the wood. I don't know if you can really make that out. High gloss going across the whole thing. It looks really nice. I'm quite enamored with it, even though I probably won't be displaying him with it. It's not the most essential of accessories, but it still counts for something that they threw it in there. Viper did. That's awesome. So I'm going to take this out and just go over how eccentrically good this outfit is. So, yep, there's the head sculpt. One more time. I'll play around with that hair a little bit just to get it to hang and drape just right. But there's really not much that I need to do. There's Gandalf's. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Okay. Anyways, here is his cloak. And you can just tell I haven't mussed with it or played around with it too much yet, but that just hangs incredibly well. Whatever I want it to do, it's going to do. Let's tuck that under the shoulders real quick. See what kind of... And I've only had this out of the box for a couple of minutes, but I can already tell that this cloak is so easy to work with. It's incredible. Throw one over there. Get him holding onto that. Oh, that's a really tight body underneath. There's single jointed elbows. Yes. So I'm not going to muss with that. Try to force it anymore, which is fine for Gandalf to have single jointed elbows. He's not an acrobat. And I'd rather have a nice, tight, sturdy joint there than somebody who's going for flexibility and the body ends up getting all floppy. Now, I'm never going to have him with that hood on, but let's just show that off real quick. There, at risk of messing up his hair too much, I'll just throw that on right like that. And if I wanted to, I could keep that hood on all the time. It'd probably take me about 30 seconds to make that hang nicely, but at risk of messing up the hair too much and having to spend a lot more time working with the hair, I'm not going to do that. All right, so let's look at this vest underneath. Now, this vest, there we go. When Gandalf got robed all in white, in 6 scale, a lot of the time, I mean, you're just gonna, if I'm looking at this outfit quickly, I wouldn't get hung up on the minute little details. And in fact, the original Ace Moose Gandalf the White, that vest worked fine for me, even though it was a far from screen out accurate outfit on the whole. You know, it still looked right to me, to the eye. But this, I mean, this is perfect. Look at the stitching is incredible. The outfit is thick and textured. The pattern on there goes through the sleeve into the sword belt, and all these metal clasps are die cast, by the way, down to this really thin little skirt piece and into the longer tabard type piece. The texturing keeps up and the patterning is appropriate where it needs to be, and that is all just great. This is an incredible piece. It's not cheap, but it's money well spent. Let's get into the legs. So I've got that bend there at the hip that we all expect, and these are nice double jointed knees. Let me see if I can position this to actually show that off. There. So Gandalf, I would prefer all of my figures. I'll take double jointed knees over double jointed arms any day of the week. But that knee bend is great, and the posability here in the hips and knees, I think, is going to be more essential if I ever wanted to get him riding on Shadowfax there. So this is key for me. The boots are also material, which means I can get some nice ankle motion. It's a nice tight body, and as far as articulation works, you know, it's pretty much going to work like your standard semi-muscular Hot Toys body with the single jointed arms. I think most of us collectors who have had those in or similar figures kind of know what to expect from your market standard 6-scale body at this point. There's the head. You know, that's got all the double ball joint, one in the neck, one in the top of the head. It's got all the articulation you're ever going to want. The way that the beard smushes out when I push the head down. Yeah, everything. Wow. This figure is just... This is a monument to what can be accomplished by great artists in this scale. I don't know if I missed anything. If I did, you can absolutely point it out to me, and I'll gladly comment on it or make another video about it. But yeah, here it is. This has been the Viper Studios White Pilgrim figure, or as we know him better as, Gandalf the White. And now I am going to spend some time getting this guy all set and ready for display on my shelf, and I will post photographs of it to my blog on Tumblr and my Instagram page, Big Nerdies on Instagram and Big Nerdies on Tumblr. All right. Thanks for checking this out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.